Let's get this fired up. Here we go. So with a transmitter, there are two main ways of using it. Okay, two main ways. We can break them down further, but the two main ways are connection and induction. Connection is, as it says, it's when we're hooking it up to something, typically using our direct connection leads or a signal clamp or a plug-in adapter. But connection is when we're putting something in the port of the Genny. Okay, we're sticking something in. Induction is when we just use the box on its own, and that's where you may have seen it being used, where we just sit the box on top of something. Okay, we can break that down further into these four little scenarios: connection, clamp, plug connector, and induction. Okay, they're the main ways that we use it. One of the things that we teach people, guys, is that we always start with the Genny. Okay, so obviously you're going to check your plans, you're going to do your visual check and everything else, but in terms of operating modes, start with the Genny first and let's go for known services. One of the terms that I sometimes get frustrated with is this talk all the time about cable avoidance, and I think we need to be talking more about cable location. We can't avoid something until we've located it, and that's the mindset I think we should have on site. Is we're not just going to do a passive scan and see if there's a signal there. We're going to actively go out and look for these cables and find them. So with the direct connection at the top, guys, just to explain how this works for anybody that's new to it. In fact, on that subject, let me just check this poll just to see experience. Yeah, 84% trained, 15% not. Okay. So if we look at the picture on the top left-hand side, we have our transmitter here, our Genny, and we've hooked up to this valve on this metal pipe. We've placed an earth in the ground, and in very simple terms, what's happening is we're creating an electrical circuit, which then gives off a magnetic field that we can detect, and it's kind of doing this. So it's coming down here, and then it's returning through here. Okay, I'm going to keep my drawings very simple today, but what you do need to understand a little bit is that when I draw these pictures and diagrams out, we talk about the signal going in one direction. The truth is it's an AC signal, so it's actually going in both directions. It's going backwards and forwards. Okay, but just for easy diagrams and explanations, we draw it going one way. But as I said, it's kind of going, backwards and forwards on that. Okay, so that's how we typically use direct connection. We've then got the signal clamp, which is what we put to put it around an exposed cable, maybe an exposed cable in a trial hole or in a chamber, that kind of stuff. Plug connected down here to go in a domestic socket. Don't use that as often as people used to, and then we've got the induction method. Okay, guys, bit of feedback. Is it all making sense so far? Everyone following me? I always worry when the chat goes quiet. One of the biggest problems with doing webinars is I can't see your faces. So I don't know whether you're looking confused, interested, or asleep. So I'll just jump in now and again and ask you for a bit of feedback. I've just got somebody that can't get in the room, guys. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get them in, because it is the last one of these today. So I don't want to make sure if somebody wants to get in, we can jump on it. I'm just going to send somebody a direct link to jump straight in. Sorry. Great stuff, guys. Right, so let's move on then. So the first method we're going to use is connection, and this is where we're going to start talking a bit about the methodology that we're going to do. I'm a great believer in doing street lighting first. I think it's good that we should get people into the habit, if you like, of working through a methodical process when we're trying to find buried utilities. I think it's a really good habit to get